Hi everyone, and welcome again to my kitchen. This is Mage Engage, where I am introducing you, the Magento community, to you, the Magento community. Today I am joined by Matt. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
It's a pleasure to have you. So let's start by introducing yourself to the viewers.
Sure. I'm Matt MacDougall. I'm the founder of Rocket Web and editor now at Xtension Galaxy.
Cool. And how long have you been doing Magento-related work?
Well, since I think it was late 2008, went live with a community point .9 site.
Oh, okay.
Just been going from there.
Okay, cool. But we're not here to talk about Magento. What I'd love to talk about is your passion for poetry, if that is okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So then, nice and simple, where did it start? Where did you pick up this passion?
I would say it was fairly young, probably around 12.
Mm-hmm.
That was in junior high school. That's what it's called in the States here. Probably to admit it, it was my earliest memories were probably writing poems for girls. I don't know, maybe there was some class before that got me introduced to it, but I remember doing some writing early on.
Okay.
And I'm thankful that I don't know where any of that is because I'm sure it's horrible. But
Okay.
that's how I got started.
Cool. And you just progressed from there, kind of kept going through school and into the university as well?
Yep.
Okay. And what is the kind of genre or area of poetry that you kind of like the most?
Yeah, I would say it's not poets that talk about really big ideas. It's ones that look at small things and then really try and look at something common in an uncommon way.
Mm-hmm.
And I think by doing that, you may be looking at something that to most people is really mundane, but you can pull some really interesting and beautiful things out of that.
Mm.
And then in turn, that can really be profound and sometimes philosophical too. I think one of the early poets I appreciate is George Herbert. He was a British poet in the born in the late 1500s, did his writing in the 1600s. He was kind of unique at the time in that he really did just that. He looked at small things, was very humble in his writing. He was very, very introspective. He did end up talking about God quite a bit, which I guess is a very big thing, but but it was really flowing from looking at his own life, yeah, it's just pretty interesting.
Cool. Okay. And so you said you started writing for girls in particular, but obviously you've progressed on from that, I would say.
Maybe.
Okay. How long did it take you to find your area, your sound for poetry?
Yeah, I would say that was probably in college. I initially went to college for finance. Quickly decided that was definitely not me. And I'd been doing stuff with computers in high school, and then kind of brought that into college as well. So I feel like I was in college and I already had a job, already had a vocation,
Yeah.
that could turn into a career. So I decided to just do something for fun and joined the English department. I went to the University of Iowa. They've got a great writers workshop there. Did a lot of writing, a lot of poetry. Yeah, that's where I think things developed, and then a little bit more so outside of college as well.
Okay. And where do you sort of draw inspiration for your poetry from?
It really just happens. I think sometimes if I try and sit down with the intention of writing something, I can kind of craft something maybe, but more often than not, it's just I'll get an idea or a spark of something, and then like maybe I'll rattle off a couple of lines in my head, and then I can just start writing that, and it just kind of flows from there.
Okay. Okay. And because poetry is very, it has to be kind of out loud. It has to be read.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel that, or do you do a lot of kind of public readings, or yeah, like
Yeah, I agree with you. I think really it oftentimes does need to be read. The author will
yeah,
certainly have their own rhythm that they wrote it to in their mind. There's some things that you can do to lay it out on a page to try and capture that rhythm, but I haven't done a lot of reading. I haven't done any public reading in a while, but
okay.
I have before. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, then can I be really cheeky and ask for some public reading now? Because this is public. YouTube's
It
public.
is, yeah.
So
All right. Let's
pick
see.
maybe two of your favorites or something recent, and if that's okay for you.
Yeah. Let's see. Uh, Here's one that I wrote a while ago. It's not too recent about crossing the street. The cops are upset. Today I cross streets against advice of orange hand, weave and slip through pave and metal. My shadow sits in cars briefly and disappears. Faces notice and fear. The shadow, the flesh, they're so close. And the fear and the cops don't like it that way. That's one.
Very cool. I like it.
Let's see. Here's one that I wrote about Andy Warhol.
Ooh.
Does art imitate life? Not anymore. You open the last box, Andy. Now the girls live for the flashbulb, dreaming pastel movie script pages, living reality in your tinfoil shells, crispy, simple shapes, immature infatuations. Thanks, asshole.
Cool.
There's a couple.
That's really cool. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. They're really nice. I like them. Do you have like online resources of your poem?
Yeah, I've got a website that's been up for a long time, funkcat.com.
Okay.
Funkcat.
Okay. Cool. I will make sure that is included in the description of this video,
Yeah,
so people can find some more info.
cool.
That's cool. So thank you very much for joining me and sharing your passion for poetry, and also sharing some of your poems with us. That was amazing. This is the first public reading on Netflix, so you're a pioneer.
Awesome.
Cool. It's been really interesting to talk to you today. And so as a reward, I guess, feel free to plug whatever it is that's going on at the moment with you. Yeah.
Cool. I've got something special I'd like to plug. This is something that's dear to my heart because I was adopted. There's another guy involved with Magento, one of our community members. I hope I don't butcher his last name. I don't think I've really met him before, but it's Ben Roby, I want to say.
Okay.
He and his family, they have 2 kids now, and they're trying to adopt another child from China, and they are raising money to do
Okay.
that. There've already been a bunch of folks in Magento that have in the community that have kicked in and donated some money. So if I can plug one thing, it would be that.
Wow.
They've got a website. It's purecharity.com/Roby family.
Okay.
And there you can go and really easily plunk down your credit card and give them a few bucks. And they're trying to raise $10,000 for all the fees to adopt this child. And I think that would be so awesome if we could really come together as a community and we could see that list of names that's all folks from the Magento community,
Wow.
helping them to do what's really an honorable, awesome thing.
That's amazing.
That'd be great.
Very cool. Okay, then I will include that in the description as well,
Awesome.
so people can find that. Then they can find your poetry as well. Yeah, so thank you very much for joining me. It's been a real pleasure. And I hope to meet you in person sometime soon as well. Again, we haven't met before, but
briefly, I think.
Yeah, briefly. Maybe. I can't, yeah, I'm sure. Okay, and thank you very much for watching. This has been Mage Engage, and tune in next week for another episode. Bye!
Thanks.